Hey, and welcome back to another Tragick video, and hello. um, just got an recording Crazy Wrestling Review. If you haven't checked that out, definitely go back and check that out. It's basically talking about what I think about what happened on Raw this week and heading into Survivor Series 2012. But here's a video that I needed to do. I have to do this because I have to get my opinions out on him. This is Ryback, and if you see the title above, I thought a long time about what I was going to do this and what the title should be, and I finally came up with the title that's above, and it is Ryback is awesome. So there you go. Ryback is awesome. And this is why, and this is what I'm going to say, why he is awesome. Why did I think highly of him? See, I didn't get to see the Nexus storyline. I didn't get to see anything like that. I never got to see Skip Sheffield. Heard of him. Heard he got injured. Didn't really care much. Didn't really see him beforehand. So when Ryback showed up, I kept hearing a buzz about SmackDown. And I never watched SmackDown. If you watch Tragick, you know that I said stuff about SmackDown in the past. But I didn't watch SmackDown. Ryback, whatever. I watched clips. I watched every match on SmackDown he had on YouTube, and it impressed me. And then he started to show up on Raw, and it kept on impressing me. And then when he started getting pushed into kind of the bigger storyline with CM Punk a while back ago, about a month ago, they started teasing at it. Really had me going. And a couple weeks ago, I was watching wrestling, and right before Hell in a Cell, they had the music, the contract signing, and everything like that. And I was like, man, this guy is going to be huge, and he's going to be a big star. And the reason why I think he's going to be is because music is a big, big thing in wrestling. And if you have a good theme song that people can bob their heads to and really and has an instantaneous reaction when their music hits, then they're going to be a huge star. And I will admit, this week on Raw, didn't get really a huge reaction when he came out. I mean, he got a reaction, but it seemed like it was kind of low. So I don't know if UK is not really a big fan of Ryback or what. But yeah, usually he gets a much bigger pop in the US than what he got in UK this past Monday. But I mean, what I can take from what I think, why I think that he is going to be a huge star is because look at the Ultimate Warrior. He had a really good theme song. He was a powerful guy. He was a powerful wrestler. He had that kind of style going for him, and he rose. He was huge. He could have been the next big thing, and everyone knows his ego. Warrior has a huge ego, and that's what got in the way. Hopefully Ryback, if he can get past his ego and continue to go up that mountain and continue to get better as a wrestler, or just basically get better on the microphone and he's able to carry a promo, which he hasn't really shown. I don't think the best of abilities to carry a microphone, the ability to carry a promo on the microphone, but I think he'll grow as basically right in front of us. So I think it'll be interesting, and I think that in a couple years' time, we're going to be looking at Ryback as probably a WWE champion, and probably Cena will probably be heel. We'll probably see Punk as a babyface again. Things like it's going to be crazy. I can already see. I can picture Ryback as being this huge champion that everybody cannot defeat. He'll kind of be Goldberg-esque. I know everybody says that, but I mean, I really don't think that he is Goldberg because he does have some unique things about him, and that he can, he's agile for a big man. That's always unique when you have an agile big man. Which we have Big Show, he's pretty agile, and we got and we have Kane, but this guy, there's something different about him. He's not like Goldberg. He's really, really intense, which really reminded me of the Ultimate Warrior, to where that music hits, he comes out, it just conveys through his eyes, through his actions, that he really, really does make you think that he is going to kill that person in the ring. So it makes me like really, really get into the show. So without a doubt, I am a huge Ryback fan, and I will continue to be, because I really think that this guy is going to be the future of the WWE. I mean, when everybody talks about Ziggler being the future and Cody Rhodes, and like, yeah, that's awesome. But with a guy that comes in with this much intensity and causes this much disruption in the product, definitely he's going to be a huge force to be reckoned with. In the wrestling world, in the fantasy wrestling world, and also just as a branded person, being in the company, he's going to be huge. I mean, if nobody hasn't realized that and hasn't really gotten the concept of Ryback, then think back to the Warrior. Think about what the Warrior did. I mean, the Warrior really didn't do much. If you think about it, if you remember back, he really didn't do a whole lot. He did basically just like the Ultimate Warrior. They found themselves another Ultimate Warrior. And maybe Vince McMahon will just, maybe just pull on that ego a couple times and make sure he realizes that don't forget where you came from. Unlike the Warrior, which I was a huge Warrior fan, so that's why this kind of ate away at me, because I had this video, because Ryback just embodies everything that the Warrior was. So hopefully this will be maybe a second chance at getting somebody like the Warrior into the WWE, and somebody who will actually love the business, and not want to trash the business all the time. But I do like Ryback, and I want to get everybody's thoughts on Ryback, what they think the future of the company is. How many years do you think it's going to take for him to be a huge main eventer? Because I don't think it's going to be long. I think it'll probably be a year, and he'll probably be a main eventer, and he's already a main eventer basically, but where he's actually a major player and people know him, and he's like pretty well known in the industry, and worldwide, because I think this is going to be the next big thing. I mean, Goldberg took off really quick, and I can't really think of any other names really that took off this quick, but Goldberg's one of the ones that comes to mind, and everybody's going to assume and confuse him with Goldberg and always call him Goldberg, but I think it's kind of bullshit. So I think it's kind of stupid that people still chant Goldberg. It's like, if you haven't got Ryback yet, then just don't even try. It's like, because evidently you don't understand what they're doing, and it's just like, it's an intense character, and he doesn't need to say like huge amount of words right now. His job right now is to get himself over and get the fans to know that he's a very, very intense character, just like the Ultimate Warrior was. So I get Ryback. I get him. I like him. So I would not be surprised if he is not WWE champion by mid 2013. And I'm saying WWE champion because I think that they will support him and they will really push him to the moon, because they already have a big, big momentum push with him right now on Raw. So I don't see him going away from Raw for a long time, unless they want to push it over to SmackDown and give him a shot at the World Championship over there. But I mean, it seems like they're going to kind of steal Ryback and put him on Raw, because he's such a big star right now. So that's my story on Ryback. I want to know your comments. What do you think about Ryback? If you think that he's going to flake out in a year, you think he's going to bloom into stardom, which I think. Do you think he's just going to die out? They're going to kill the character somehow? You think creative's going to fuck up? Let me know what you think. Comment down below. I think Ryback is awesome. So this has been Brad Tragick, and keep rocking.